sixth grade band. I'm Kerry Thompson. I'm an intern teacher from MSU here at Hazlitt, and as part of my initiation to be the world of band directing, I have to do this tonight. So, moving on. It's always a thrill for us to present these young musicians in their instrumental debut. We know you will be pleasantly surprised at what they have accomplished in just a few short weeks. Not everyone learns to play an instrument. It takes physical and mental work. It also takes time to practice. If your child practices 25 minutes a day, 5 days a week, they should be able to keep up with the classwork. Each of the musicians here tonight have demonstrated their ability and desire and have earned membership in the sixth grade band. We now perform Lightly Row and RLE. These tunes contain the first 5 basic notes and rhythms we have learned. Our sixth grade band mainly meets as several classes that consist of the same type of instrument. There are individual classes for the flute and oboe, clarinet, cornet and trumpet, French horn, trombone, baritone, and percussion. It is in these small groups where they first learn their basics of music. Our next pieces include Frère Jacques and When the Saints Go Marching In. While the 7th and 8th grade bands rehearse together every day, the 6th grade band meets every other day. When we have a performance such as tonight's, we make special arrangements with their elective teachers to allow them to practice together. We have rehearsed as a complete band just 3 times before this performance. We now perform Old MacDonald Had a Band, which features different sections of the band, and Beethoven's Ode to Joy. The bands have come a long way since they produced that first sound and have worked very hard to be able to prepare this first performance in such a short time. We are very pleased with the accomplishments of these young people and look forward to their continued membership in the Hazlitt Band program. It has certainly been an exciting evening for all of us, and we're glad that you were able to be here. Support at home is vital if your son or daughter is to continue to grow at this fast rate. Your interest can make all the difference in the world. Our next performance will be Thursday, January 25th at 7 o'clock in the Performing Arts Center, which we also call the Auditorium. Please plan to join us so you can enjoy the band performing together, as well as follow their progress and musical growth. We now present our final special selection, Hard Rock Blues.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sixth grade band. Let's give them a good round of applause. Did a great job. Blair LaCalla, Andrew Hewitt, and Rob Parks on the percussion. Let's give them a round of applause, too. Great job, guys. And sixth grade band, you can sit down. Nice job once again, sixth grade band. Fantastic. Let's give them another round of applause. I'm so excited for this evening because, oh, by the way, I'm Jim McCaffrey. I'm the band director here at the high school, and I help out Mr. Lindsay at the middle school. But I'm really glad that all of you are here tonight to see the progression, and we hope that you can stay and watch this and hear this because, of course, with the sixth grade now, we go to seventh and eighth, and then our marching band, but it's a real exciting evening for us. The seventh grade band opens their portion of tonight's concert with a piece that evokes memories of the circus. Here is March to the Big Top by Mark Williams. Our second piece is an original composition for band, also composed by Mark Williams. It is an overture that opens with a fast beginning section, gradually slowing down to a smoother middle section, then returning once more to the beginning fast section. We now perform Beyond the Wind. The 7th grade band's final selection is called New Rock by James Jose. Ladies and gentlemen, our 7th grade band. While the percussion section is moving some equipment over, I'd like to make a couple of public service announcements about some things regarding some upcoming things for the band. First of all, is if you walked in tonight and you saw on a table right outside the door this pink slip, it's a flyer. We are hosting the Purdue Marching Band, all 325 strong of them, on Friday, November 10th. They're coming up here to perform at the Michigan State game the next day. And they needed a place to stay, so I said, sure, we'll house all of you. So we need people to take this, not in my house, of course, but we need you to take a look at this, and if you could help us out. There are a lot of you here. This has been passed out to the elementary schools already, but if you could fill it out, you have to take at least 2 people. All they care about, the college students, is a hot meal and a place to throw a sleeping bag, probably. But we could really use your help. So we're very strongly urging everyone to participate in this. We're not sure what the playoff situation is like with our football team right now. However, they are going to be here, and if we do not have a football game that night, we will be having an indoor marching or possibly an outdoor marching concert with the Purdue Marching Band here. It'll be an exciting time and an exciting event, and we really strongly urge and want you to help us out with this. So if you didn't get one coming in, please, they're on the table on the way out. Fill it out. You can return it to P.O. Box 4, Hazlet, Michigan, and we'll get you a couple of college students on that night. Okay, Mr. Lindsay, are you ready to go? Okay. This, of course, is our 8th grade band. The 8th grade band opens their concert with the Thunder Bridge March. Our second selection features themes from one of the most famous operas of all time. Written by French composer Georges Bizet and arranged for band by Mark Williams, here is Selections from Carmen. Before I introduce our next selection and the person who will be conducting it, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Brian Town and Channel 25, TV 25 for being here tonight and for all the support they give the Hazlitt bands throughout the school year. There's not a time throughout the summer or through the whole season, as a matter of fact, that we aren't able to watch our students perform at some time, and we really appreciate the time and effort, and I think they deserve a round of applause for doing a great job. Our third piece is a collection of English folk songs arranged by John Edmondson. We welcome MSU intern teacher Carrie Thompson to the podium as he conducts 3 English folk songs. Let's give Mr. Thompson a hand. That was his conducting debut for the 8th grade band. That's a great job. The final selection for the 8th grade band will be the theme song from the television series and the recent movies Mission Impossible. We just have a little bit of moving around to do, and then the high school marching band will be in here in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 2000 Hazlet High School Viking Marching Band under the direction of Mr. James E. McCaffrey, with Associate Director Mr. Greg Lindsay and intern teacher Mr. Kerry Thompson. Senior drum majors are Judy Gillum and Laura Morgan. Here is the fight song. Please remain standing and sing as our band plays our national anthem. The Hazlet High School Marching Band welcomes all of you to our annual Fall Festival of Bands concert. We hope you've enjoyed the performances this evening. The Hazlet Band performed at the District 8 Marching Band Festival last Saturday at Jackson Northwest High School, and we are proud to announce that the band received straight ones and a first division rating that evening. We as directors, and I'm sure you as parents, are very proud of their accomplishments. Great job, band. The band performed a salute to John Williams this fall, and we would like to perform the music from that show for you this evening. We begin our John Williams show with the march from Raiders of the Lost Ark. We would like to introduce a person who has spent many hours helping some of our students perfect the routines and marching, our color guard instructor, Tricia Mercer. Tricia has done an excellent job teaching our guard this year, and we would like to recognize those members at this time. They are Shayna Brown, Marianne DeShane, Tiana Dodson, Ashley Grimshaw, Laura Harvey, Justine Kaler, Nikki Lewis, Autumn Lacala, Katie Lowe, Raquel Lucio, Becca Macklem, Megan McKenzie, Kate Mitchell, and Caitlin Ryle. We would like to thank Tricia and the Guard for their great effort this year. We now perform for you music from a movie starring Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. Senior trumpet player Brian Dorr performs a flugelhorn solo as the band plays music from the movie Far and Away. At this time, we would like to recognize the seniors of the band. These students have freely given their time and talents the past 4 years and have provided positive leadership for our underclassmen this year. They are Mike Bailey, Joe Baldori, Mary Bramble, Ashley Dahlman, Brian Dorr, Mike Douglas, Joe Greenleaf, Judy Gillum, Jenna Keaty, Matt Kidd, Laura Morgan, Brian Preston, Ben Remersma, Becky Schoen, Ryan Sutberry, and Nick Westlock. We continue our salute with John Williams, to John Williams with music from a movie that featured creatures that roamed the earth a long time ago. We feature senior Mary Bramble and junior Katie Houghton on mellophone as the band performs selections from Jurassic Park. At this time, we would like to recognize and thank the section leaders for their hard work and dedication and for making our marching season successful. In the flute section, Jenna Keaty, Tara Peterson, and Siobhan Shea. In clarinet, Ashley Dahlman and Becky Schoen. Saxophones, Joe Greenleaf and Ben Remersma. Trumpets, Brian Dorr and Brian Preston. Mellophones, Mary Bramble and Katie Houghton. Trombones, Eric Cadena. Baritone, Andrew Tice. Sousaphone, Chris Rose. And in percussion, Blair LaCalla, Joel Baldori, Andrew Hewitt on quads, and Bobby Thibodeau on bass drums. We would also like to recognize two students who have been working with the band and who have done a tremendous job conducting the group. They are senior drum majors Judy Gillum and Laura Morgan. Judy and Laura, would you please step forward and accept the drum major awards for our 2000 fall marching season? The band would not be able to function without the help of the many parent volunteers that work with us throughout the fall. Their behind-the-scenes work enable our students to look and sound great. We would like to thank these parents by having them stand up and be recognized for their untiring efforts. So, if you are a parent that helped out at camp, or helped clean, fit, or rack uniforms, or aided the band out in any other way, please stand up now and receive our applause, and thank you for a job well done. We also have some quick announcements that Mr. McCaffrey would like to make at this time. Mr. McCaffrey.
And they will be quick because it is warm in here. Craft show, we have our Holidays in Hazlitt craft show this weekend. It's this Saturday, October 21st, 2000, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. here in this gym and the other gym in the cafeteria. If you have never had an opportunity to come and see this, you need to. It is a fantastic arts and crafts show, and all the proceeds go to help all the students, not only the high school band, but all the students here at Hazlitt. And it's amazing how much work goes into this and all the people that are involved. So if you still would like to help us out, you can see me, and we always have things to do for the crafts show. Just a couple other things. Cookie dough and wreaths. We are in the middle of a cookie dough and wreath sale right now. If you did not receive that today or yesterday from one of your students, make sure that you talk to them about that. It's a very big fundraiser. For those of you who don't know, the high school band, both the wind ensemble and symphony band, will be traveling to Atlanta in May to perform for the National Adjudicators Invitational. It's a nationwide festival and competition, and we are raising money to help defray the cost for that. So if you like to have a wreath up around your home around the holiday season, we'd certainly appreciate your help with that. And please get those forms back in when you're supposed to. Would like to thank the staff at not only here at the high school, but at the middle school as well, to help us get things together. And Valdi Galitas, if you're here, please stand up. And Mike Duda. Valdi is the principal at the middle school, and Mike Duda is the principal at the high school. If not, if you watch this, Mike and Valdi, this applause is for you, because you guys do a lot of work for us, and we appreciate that. I'd also like to thank Mr. Lindsay and Mr. Thompson for helping me out throughout the marching band season. A couple weeks ago, I was very ill, and I could not attend the last home game. And these guys did a great job in my absence, and I want to say publicly thank you very much for doing such a great job. So thank you. Last and certainly not least, chairs and stands. All these green chairs need to be moved into the cafeteria. If you could help us out afterwards, we'd certainly appreciate that. They need to be stacked 10 high around just any table that it looks like it needs some chairs. So if we could have everybody just take one chair that is sitting there, here, or a student, we have a lot less work to do. Also, if you could help us with the equipment and the stands go back in the band room, we'd certainly appreciate that. We're not quite done yet. We have to play one more song, and we know what that song is going to be. But I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming tonight to this great concert. Let's give the 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade and the high school band another round of applause for doing a great job.
The band concludes our concert with music from a movie that featured the little creature from beyond. Here's our closer, selections from E.T.
Thank you very much. Have a safe drive home.
Viking down there playing the Macarena. I'd like to see when the refs right now do the Macarena. That'd be pretty funny. What about you?
That would be very entertaining, Tom. Actually wouldn't mind seeing you going out there and doing the Macarena right now.
I don't think Mr. Tom would like that too much if I just jumped out there and started doing the Macarena.
That's true. We have some work to do tonight.
It's about 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's 39-32. We're going to take a look at a replay here. This foul brings it up and dishes to number 54, April McNally. The easy layup there.
Autumn sets up at the line. 7-point lead here, looking for connecting two.
The ref just called some kind of a lane violation. I've never seen that before.
I'm left a little confused on that one there.
The player didn't even step over the line. Not sure about that.
Loose ball.
Got a foul on Sarah Stewart. I thought it was going to be a jump ball. It's going to send number 44 to the line, Nicole Fields.
Foul number 40, Stewart, second personal. 17 foul.
Set to the line here. This could bring it down to a 5-point lead if you connect on these. Oh, it's not connected the first.
Got a jump ball, though. It's going to be gladiator ball. Number 14 for the Gladiators. Back into the game, Carol Eastwood. She seems to be one of the leaders on the team. She scored most of the points and is the point guard, or at least one of them.
54 again, but cannot connect. Strong rebound by Minnie Evans, brings it out. Passing to over to Autumn.
It was an open shot there for Fowler, just couldn't connect there.
Those are the kind of plays that hurt you, Tom.
Yep. Haslett needs a bucket here. They haven't scored in a bit here. Turnover's not what we need. It's going to be a jump ball. That's going to be a Haslett ball, though.
Minnie sets to pass it in. Lindsay Bush sets it out there. Finds Emily on the run.
Oh, Sarah's wide open. Good move.
Oh, strong
And the
move.
foul. And one. That was a great move. It all started with that great pass there by Emily Colping, though. She always finds a way to get those passes in there.
All right, this will give Has the opportunity to bring it up to a double digit, a 10-point lead, with only 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Number 50, Claire Pham, into the game for number 31, Emily Colping. Haslett into that man press again to try to slow up Fowlerville's offense. Oh, nearly a steal there by Autumn Borner. Good dish there. Number 14 to 54 for the bucket there. And a steal there by Fowlerville. Haslett's got these turnovers going.
Miss on connection. Claire Pham rebounds it.
Haslett needs to get a bucket here. Can't be giving Fowlerville these opportunities to come down and score all the time here. Loose ball there. Good hustle by Lindsay Bush. Oh. We got a timeout. We got a timeout here by Haslett. We're gonna go to replay here. Sarah Stewart, pass there from Emily Colping. Sarah turns around, gives a little fake, goes right by number 20. 54 doesn't even see it coming. Sarah goes right up and gets hacked and gets the bucket.
That's a nice play there, Tom.
That was beautiful.
To the hoop for the deuce on that one.
Straight butter.
All right, only 3 minutes left as timeout is called.
Mr. Beebe right now in the huddle, I think, is just telling his team that they need to stay with the tough D and settle down on the offense and get some easy buckets. And I'm pretty sure he's going to stay in the press for a little bit, just to try to rattle the Fowlerville players to see if he can stop their offense.
All right, Lindsay Bush gets set to pass it in here. Finds Mindy. Jessica Rapche back in the game. See if she can put some more points on the board.
Ooh, we're gonna get a no backyard violation because Fowlerville player touched it. Open shot for number 20, no good. Good hustle by Sarah. I think it's gonna be a Fowlerville ball still because I think it was off Stewart there. Emily Colping is back in the game for Claire Pham. Claire did a nice job there of coming in and playing some tough D there. Haslett needs a stop here. It's gonna be gold ball there. Fowlerville tried to get it into the center there, but Minnie was playing some tough D with some help from her other defensive players and got the turnover there.
Bush here gets ready to pass in.
Fowler is in some kind of a press here. It's the way to get it moving.
That's nice passing there. To get it across midcourt.
Get a foul on the play. I think that's going to send Kolping to the line. That's Fowlerville's 10th foul, so I think she's got 2 shots here. Doesn't have to worry so much about the 1-on-1. She's got 2 automatically.
Can I make her first?
Taking a look at a replay here. Hazlett's gonna rotate the ball around. Pass it there to Kolping. Kolping's gonna try to make something happen and dribbling around. It's gonna get fouled there, and that's what sent her to the line, and she went 1 for 2 there.
Connects on her second.
Lead is now 43-34 in favor of Hazlitt. A lot of time still on the clock. Hazlitt can't be thinking they got the win here. Still got to play tough here.
Nice defensive play.
Great hustle there by Kolping. She's definitely Mrs. Hustle.
Yes, she is.
Good D there by Mindy, but good hustle by Fowlerville's player 2.
Another wild shot there on, looks to me like she pulled a Misty followed by a Stalefish on that play.
I tell you, those Fowlerville Gladiators, they always surprise you. They got those acrobatic shots.
If they get points on creativity, I think Gladiators would be in favor.
Oh, definitely. Good steal there by number 14. Emily's our only hope for the defense. No shot. He's got to travel.
There you go.
Took one too many steps there. That was a good defense there by Kolping to try to cut her off and make something happen there. We got a timeout if Lindsay needs it. Nope, she gets into Mindy.
Oh, there's a wide open.
Oh,
Another hack.
Fowlerville player
Looks like Fowlerville is getting a little
frustrated.
There you go. And he's giving up some fouls there, hacking up the court.
I think Mr. B right now is telling them that Fowlerville players are going to start to foul them, and Mr. B is going to tell them not to retaliate or do anything, just to take the foul and go to the line and make your shots and let that do your talking. That makes Mindy 2 for 3 on the night there. She had 2 quick foul shots made in the early first quarter. I think this is her only other time at the line here. See if she can't make this one right here.
Second shot's good.
Nice D there by Jessica. Ooh. But she had a little bit of a hand check there. I don't think Miss B was too happy with that. It's going to send number 10, Ashley Henry, to the line for Fowlerville.
All right, folks, there's 1 minute left in the game here. Me and Tom decided tonight we have a co-MVP of the game between Sarah Stewart and Emily Kolping. Emily Kolping has proved herself both defensive and offensively tonight, but defense does win games, so we figured Sarah Stewart's contributions helped out a lot, creating a lot of turnovers, and she put up a few points on the board as well.
That's right, she did have that key 3-point play early in the fourth quarter when the score was getting a little close. You know, it looks like Hazlitt was getting a little down, and then Sarah got that 3-point play off the good pass from Emily Kolping. Put it up and got 3-point play there, so I definitely agree with you on those, the co-picks for the MVP there.
Probably keeping score at home, Emily Colpine seems to do a lot better as under TV 25 production. Because the last game was the Williamson Warriors, she was our MVP of the game.
That's right. She's not camera shy.
No, she's not. Another connection there.
Emily Quinn into the game for Emily Colpine.
Gladiators set to pass in. 1 minute left of game. As of now, Hazlitt holds an 11-point lead.
Good take there by number 14. Carol Eastwood just laid it a little too hard off the backboard there. Otterville makes a line change there, sending in a few players.
Yep. Appears to be sending in another.
Amy Miller into the game for Rappelj. That's way to break the press. She's got Mindy wide open. Can't connect on the layup there. I know Mindy's not too happy about that because I know Mindy will make that any other day. Nice shot there by number 24. Becky Chappell there. Long shot off the board.
She pulled the old Sky Pippen three-pointer with the bank shot.
There you go, Mindy.
There you go.
She usually makes those all the time, just like that. Although, except when she's playing me one-on-one in her driveway.
That's a different story.
I did play her a couple times one-on-one last year. I don't think she even came close beating me. Maybe one time, but I think I kind of let her win a couple times.
Tom, always the gentleman.
Number 54, McManley, third personal. Bottom corner at the line.
Warner. Looks like she might have been a little rattled there on that shot. Didn't hit the rim there. I think she's going to come back here with a nothing but net, though. Didn't connect on that one either. 4 seconds left in the game here. Desperation shot. Another acrobatic.
No good. A little too strong in that one.
Final score here at Hazlitt. 47-36 in favor of your Vikings. Another win. That sets the Vikings to 7-2.
That is correct, Tom.
That's a great record.
And to recap, our co-MVPs of the game, Sarah Stewart and Emily Colpine.
We'll see you next time on our next broadcast. This is TV 25 Sports saying goodnight and good luck to the varsity.
In most high school sports, the contest can't begin until one of the state's 11,000 plus officials gives the signal to get things going. The official brings his or her professional applications to the event and is every bit the educator in high school sports that the coach is. A part of the reason high school sports enjoy their place as an important part of the development of young men and women is the role of the official. But who is an official? Who needs to be an official? How are they recruited, trained, and retained in this important avocation? How are they role models? Or most importantly, how should officials in school sports be held in regard by participants and spectators? And why do they officiate?
I officiate because sports have been so good to me, and I've wanted to stay actively involved in sports. And officiating allows me to be close to kids and also to encourage them and stimulate them to be active citizens, not only in sports, but just in life. So I enjoy officiating. It keeps me in the game.
Well, I officiate because I needed a summer job when I was in college playing basketball, and so I started officiating. It's good exercise. I love sports, wanted to stay involved, and I can umpire with my husband.
Officiating is like being in a family. In fact, there are some families who are actively involved in officiating, with husbands and wives, or parents and children, or brothers and sisters actually teaming up to call games. Officials come from all walks of life. For all you know, you could be sitting next to one right now. During the day, you could find an official in your child's classroom, or in the principal's or superintendent's office. Officials also work in all kinds of business professions, from writing and printing newspapers, to construction work and raising children, to creating and enforcing the laws we live by. An official can be anybody. She's out! An official takes part in the game for the same reason that coaches and athletes do, because they love it. An official is generally someone who has previously played the game, who may have even coached the game, but certainly someone who appreciates the game. And at the high school level, someone who cares for kids.
I was involved in high school activities, president of the Parents Club at the poorest high school here in Detroit. My sons graduated, and they're now playing college ball, but I still wanted to make a contribution to sports and to school activities.
Some common misconceptions about officials and about officiating are that they are plentiful in number, and after taking the appropriate steps to become registered, are ready to take on the big game. In reality, the opposite is true. Recruiting efforts to secure officials have been stepped up to attract more men and women into the field. Promotional vehicles such as posters, brochures, information booths at events, and programs to plant the seed of officiating in high school athletes are some of the more aggressive steps taken. The MHSAA's Legacy Program gets high school student athletes to move from the field as players to officials while they are still in high school, working middle school and sub-varsity contests. Many officials after registration join a local approved officials association, where under the tutelage of a veteran or the association's education trainer also begin to work a schedule of sub-varsity contests. The need is just as great for officials to work junior high, middle school games as it is to work varsity contests. And in some sports, schools have been scheduling their contests around an official's availability, indicating a need for more officials. The local Approved Officials Association is the key education and evaluation component. The MHSAA conducts annual workshops to train the trainers so that they may go back into their communities and instruct up-and-coming as well as long-time officials about rules and mechanics. Officials associations will also critique their members by having experienced officials observe contests from the stands, then provide feedback to their peers following the game. There are also recognition vehicles for officials. Annually, hundreds of officials with 20 or more years of experience are honored by the MHSAA at its annual awards banquet, where officials get their night in the spotlight, share their achievements with their peers, and get motivation to keep pushing on for kids. And for all of those efforts, the biggest task is not to get officials into this profession, train them, and recognize them, but to retain them. Barb Beckett, the first woman in Michigan to ever officiate a boys tournament championship game, and the first woman to receive the MHSAA's Vern Norris Award for being actively involved in the recruitment and mentoring of officials, shares this common concern.
We need to get the younger people in there We have a lot of people retiring from our association. We don't have the numbers to cover our area anymore. We actively recruit starting at the elementary level within our association because we don't know who's going to do it when we're gone.
A number of young officials get out of the business quickly, in part because of criticism leveled against them, which is usually unjustified. This is where coaches, student athletes, and spectators, especially parents, come in.
An official can make the difference and turn the complexity of the game around. They can cause a game to be won by the home team or lost because either they're just naive or just rooting for the other team. And I think that happens a lot.
I think fans misunderstand us at times. I believe that they think we care who wins and loses, that we're out to get them. They only knew how much most of us really care about what we're doing, that we don't care who wins or loses, that we really care about the game and the participants of the game more than they'll ever know.
I think officials are the caretaker of the game. We are the professionals who stand out there and take the abuse and actually learn the rules and are actually, like I said, the caretakers of the game. And I think that all the officials, all the coaches and fans should walk a mile in their shoes.
Emotions run high at all sporting events. Everyone knows that. But since the primary purpose of school sports is to educate, not to win or entertain or prepare athletes to play at the so-called next level, it's especially important that relationships with officials be respectful. Adversarial feelings often start with preconceived, uninformed, or misinformed attitudes. It's people with bad attitudes that drive good young officials away from the game. Most officials, like most coaches and student athletes, work hard at their game. They have prepared, they have practiced, and they enter the arena looking to do the best job they possibly can. The best officials work especially hard at promoting sportsmanship during games, keeping tempers in check with preventative officiating and common sense.
We see with kids so athletic today and so competitive that when they get into the hole, let's say, and they start elbowing and things like this, if you just talk to them, normally they're going to do something to take care of that. If they don't listen, then you have to start calling the fouls.
High school athletic officials train hard and strive to maintain a professional approach to their conduct on the playing surface. Their love for the game and love of kids is what makes them such an important part of the role that interscholastic sports has in a young person's life. We hope in the past few minutes you've gained a better appreciation for and understanding of high school game officials. Now it's time for you to make the call. If you're interested in becoming a high school athletic official, contact the MHSAA office in East Lansing at the numbers shown on your screen, or visit the MHSAA website for more information. Even if you're not interested in becoming an official, we hope that the next time you attend a sporting event, especially a school sporting event, that good sportsmanship will prevail, and that you will treat these officials, these educators, with the respect that they are due for the role they play in our children's athletic activities.